Hello students, this is your course on blogging and tools. In this video on learning the blog dashboard, we are going to talk about defining design standards for the blog. What are design standards for a blog? Let's begin by understanding that. A blog's design can be customized after selecting a theme to define the style as well as look and feel of the blog, which means that even though you're going ahead with a pre-designed ready-made theme being offered by your CMS, or you are whether it is paid or whether it is free, doesn't matter. The themes that you're able to select in a CMS, they are perfectly customizable, and within the theme itself you can make changes, you can make modifications, additions, deletions to ensure that it works as per your need and as per the blog that you are trying to create. Design elements of a blog need to be standardized to ensure that each and every page and post look consistent, which means that this particular activity that you're doing should be done with a clear mindset, with a clear vision of how you want your blog to look like and how you want it to be presented to your readership. And the settings that you make once, it's not that they're absolute, they are unchangeable. You can obviously make changes at a later time and date, but makes sense that before you launch your blog, you ensure that the entire design elements and the standards are as per your original objectives of creating the blog. Broad categories for setting design standards and making sure that everything is as per a particular vision of the blog are site identity, the menus, widgets, and the homepage settings. There are additional design standards like the AMP and additional CSS. The AMP makes sure that your blog site that you're creating is mobile responsive and has accelerated mobile pages. You can make adjustments there, but it's more towards the technical side of the blog management. So when we are talking about the design, we will talk more about the look and feel, and therefore we'll cover the menus, the widgets, and the homepage settings in detail, and the site identity. Similarly, additional CSS is again something that requires a little bit of understanding of coding, and since this course is not really covering that, we will talk again about the user friendly and drag and drop kind of options which are provided to you by the rest of the four options in the CMS, and learn how using just these four functions you can control, you can improve the overall design and the presentability of your blog. Let's begin with site identity. Site identity, it includes defining the logo, the title, tagline, site icon, and the footer credit for your blog, which is usually visible on the homepage also. The site icon is nothing but that particular image or that icon which is visible to your readers, to your blog visitors, when it is open as one of the tabs on their browser window or on their mobile windows. So as you can see here, the logo itself can be set as a site icon also. The CMS WordPress allows you to create a logo from scratch using their own feature called Luca. But if you don't want to use that, you can create your own logo and simply upload the file in the system on your CMS, and just start by setting the right standards. You can set a site title which would be visible at the top of your home page, followed by a tagline which is like a subheading which would also be displayed at your home page right beneath the site title. Then you can ensure that there has to be a site icon. But if you really don't want to do that, it's fine. Just the site title which you have given can also be shown as a site icon. Then you can select a footer credit. A footer credit is nothing but the basic information about the blog, about the creator of the blog, which could be given at the bottom of the homepage. In fact, for that matter, on every page. And you can choose to give footer credit, maybe encouraging your viewers to visit other pages, or giving a basic information or background about who you are as a blog creator. Or you can even put some promotional material over there. And if you absolutely don't want any kind of such activity in the footer, and you just want the natural flow of traffic to happen from your homepage to your post pages, then you can keep the footer credit completely blank, or as well, or just remove it from your homepage as well. That in itself establishes your site identity, and it gives a very standardized view to your readers at how the landing page, the home page will look like, and the subsequent pages how they look like when they open it in their browser windows. Next is selecting the menus. These are the pages to be displayed in the site menu, usually at the top, like a ribbon on your home page. And these are these menu options are something which you can customize in terms of their location on your site. So the primary location is the one which I mentioned, that on the top, like a ribbon. Then it can have a footer location also, so you can not give the site menu at top, you can give it at the bottom of the page also. Or you can even customize social menus using this particular functionality, customization functionality in your blog site. So when you're doing that, you will see that each particular menu component is treated like a page by your CMS, and you can give it a name. For instance, what I've done here is I've taken the example of the about page, which is one of the menu component, and it asks you what would be the navigation label, as in what is the name of this menu component. Then you want to give a title attribute, as in when somebody scrolls over the title name, will they see a drop down, or will they have to click on it and then they will enter into that particular menu component or not. You can also indicate CSS classes, link relationship, especially when it comes to internal linking within the site, and give it a description also, which could be displayed in the menu if the current theme supports it, which means that whenever someone will scroll over that particular menu option, they will be able to view a brief description of that menu element as well. So for every page you can make such kind of setting. As you can see, you can also add or remove or reorder how you want different site menu elements to be placed. For instance, in this particular blog, I've kept a home page, then an about page, a services page, a portfolio page, a blog post page, and a contact page in this particular order. You can reorder it, and you can maybe perhaps move the blog at the third number and the portfolio of work at the bottom, whichever way suits your need. And you can even remove the portfolio page altogether, home page altogether, and make about page the landing page. As is the case here, home is the front page, which is serving as the landing page. So it's completely customizable, and it gives you a lot of control over how you want your blog to be presented to your readers. Then we come to social menus. These are basically designed to allow you to create a social network from the CMS itself, or reach or connect your social media accounts with your blog directly through this particular uh, platform. You can manage your blog social shares also with social menus. So by giving these custom links, you can guide your blog's traffic to visit your social media platforms as well. And you can link social media pages of the blog with the site as well. As you can see here, very similar to the primary menu, social menu has some set items like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and WordPress. If you have presence on other social media sites, you can add them as another item on the menu by clicking on the add items. And if you don't have a particular account, let's say you don't have presence on Pinterest or on Twitter, you can simply remove that particular element from the menu. Once you have selected on certain menu, you have to then provide a custom link which would link your blog to your social media account. As you can see here also, you can select the menu locations where you want this menu to be visible to your readers. Do you want this to be at the top, or you want it to be at the footer location, or do you want it to have a special location on the or a custom location on your blog? That can also be selected. Then next is your homepage settings. Since in this particular blog we are treating homepage as the landing page or as the main page on which any viewer, any reader is landing, the essential elements of this particular page can affect the reader's mindset, whether they want to explore the blog further or not. You can choose what's displayed on the homepage of your site, and it can be your posts in reverse chronological order like a classic blog, or it can be a fixed static page which is just giving a brief information about what the blog is all about. To set a static homepage, you first need to create two pages. One will become the homepage and the other will be where your posts are displayed, which means this is the bare minimum that you have to create. If you want a static page which is giving a basic information about your blog, which eventually we'll be covering under the about page, you need to create that as a separate entity altogether. You can select the content to be presented in this particular page, and this you would see that most of the themes have what we call block editor, which allows you to manipulate or manage the content, how it will look, and what would you want to type in and what kind of media you can insert into it. Then there could be a separate post page where the actual blog content can be hosted. So as you can see, very simple drag and drop functionality, and mm, a lot of changes, a lot of modifications can simply be made by selecting standard options from the menu itself. So you don't really need to know the coding aspect of it at all. Once all these things are done, you have created a site identity, you have defined your menu pages, and you have done the basic homepage settings. You are now ready for selecting relevant widgets that will support your blog site management, and that is what we'll be discussing in the next video. Until then, thank you.